Welcome back, guys. Meet the TwinsTV racing team.
We have a budget drift car and no longer a budget Honda race car. This thing is super cool. In case you missed it, we originally started this project as a joke, something to fill the time while our Lamborghini project was taking forever. We all voted for a Honda Civic with a wide body kit and turbo. And now we're at 502 horsepower. We've also driven with some YouTubers, with Don DeYoung and with MonsterTube. So guys, did you miss the videos? Check out our channel. Those are videos you definitely don't want to miss. In this episode, we'll address the shift cables since my little brother has already misshifted twice. Maybe you can better explain why.
As you probably already know, we've installed a gigantic turbo on our car. It's really so big that our shift cables are burning. Well, maybe I can better show you what Daniel means. Because the turbo isn't just that big. So not only are our shift cables burning, but even our air vents are just completely melting away.
Yeah, the downpipe and the wastegate and everything attached to it just gets incredibly close to everything. It just wasn't really designed to fit everything into such a compact car. But yeah, now that's coming at the expense of our shift cables. For the time being, we've come up with something, and for that, we've quickly installed a heat shield.
Yeah, we've basically just slid this in between for now, so things don't catch fire.
And the funny thing is, of course, that our switch box is from AliExpress, along with the switch cables. It was once a budget race car.
We now know we shouldn't continue with a budget anymore. We're generating so much power now that we need quality parts, which is why we brought in these shift cables.
There are plenty of guys who are really supporting us with this project now, and we're also getting a lot of tips on how to handle things the best way. At first, we didn't have that. Now we also have original DC 5 shift cables, which are well designed, because this already has heat-resistant material on it, so they're less likely to melt. Which, of course, the ones from AliExpress don't have. So yeah, this is an upgrade we're going to implement now. And hopefully no more mishaps. Because yeah, I haven't even had a chance to drive that car yet.
And I've already had 2 mishaps. And guys, I don't know if you know, but shifting gears is insanely hard now. That you have a misshift. You're quickly tempted to pull that gear lever towards you, because you have to use so much force. And that's obviously not the intention. You actually want to shift as smoothly as possible. It also gets stuck halfway through the gear, as you can see, which isn't how it's supposed to work.
Just because you work out and push quite a bit of weight in the gym doesn't mean this has to be heavy too, you know. You also have to work out during the race.
It's just those biceps, right? No, this has to go out. But I'm just curious if those DC5 cables fit properly on our shifter box. Because that's a big question mark that Daniel and I have. Getting out of a car like that is difficult. Because, yeah, it has completely different connection points. As you can see, it actually has something it needs to fit into. And our AliExpress cable doesn't have that. So yeah, I think we just need to start by taking everything apart and see if we can make this fit.
I just hope we can leave our downpipe in place since I don't want to take everything apart again.
I'm going crazy. I thought I was done working on this. And now this really has to be the last thing we do. Except for the slicks, right?
Yeah, we're getting so many comments. Make it 4-wheel drive, but they're late with that too. We just had our gearbox revised, so converting to 4-wheel drive would mean needing another new gearbox. So slicks really are the only way to avoid wheel spin later, because 1.6 bar in your tires and still having wheel spin. We could lower it to 1.2, but any less makes it too soft for street use.
Maybe we're just seeking a tire sponsor, someone to provide us with several sets of semi-slicks, not just one. You'll also get a car sticker. So, are you a company that wants that? Construction container, tile, or plastering company?
No, let's just let things go now. Because as you can see, turbo shift cables are literally, 7 centimeters apart from each other. We hope to loosen all of that now. I think it was a size 19 wrench. These are just really simple, pins that you can pull out. So you can slide them off. So Don, I'm the cameraman, you're the mechanic.
Yeah, here we go again.
Well, let's get started.
I thought I was done with that car, but it keeps starting again.
Hey, don't wreck them now.
I thought you said we were starting, right?
Don't wreck them now, man.
The old owner should see what we're doing with his cables.
We haven't paid for them yet, though, because we don't know if they'll fit. And once we get this working again, we'll have some nice appointments lined up with new candidates. To scare them in the Honda, that's kind of what we do. With that car, right? Frightening people in this.
Why not use a camera truck, edit it together, and call that the episode? 20 seconds.
Yeah, sometimes that's the easiest way.
You could also help me put the car on the handbrake for a moment, because I'm just standing here struggling with it.
Either way, the 18th one needs loosening. Then we can change gears again.
Is it finally time for me to take a test drive in that car?
Yeah, I'm curious what you think. You've already seen people pooping in the car?
Yeah, so this isn't the cable that burned.
What movement does it make? Let's see.
Slightly right, I think.
Oh, yeah.
From left to right, right?
yeah.
The other one goes from top to bottom, actually.
That's that heavy movement too, you see?
Yeah, this one is really heavy.
But you've got them loose now?
I've got them. I mean, I've loosened that nut. I don't care about that cable anymore. It's going away anyway.
We still care about that gearbox, Don, so you can just cut them. Nice, Don. Loose?
Yes.
Then just take off that turbo.
Yeah, go ahead and remove that turbo for a moment.
That's how it should shift, bro.
Yeah, oh no, still not yet.
Still not yet? Yeah, that cable is still on.
Yeah, of course not.
Oh, I thought so, because otherwise... Yeah, of course he does have a bit less resistance. Don, we really need new chairs.
Yeah, really.
If you have a company that would like to sponsor me, your name will be displayed somewhere around here.
Okay, wrench number 8. Come on, don't take too long. I've seen many comments saying we should secure the shifter box, so all bolts need Loctite and tightening. Because apparently everything tends to come loose from the vibrations, right?
So we ignore the advice, something happens again, and you say, see, I told you?
Yeah, no, we really have to, if it works well later, secure everything with Loctite.
Yeah, we should check the engine mounts and everything else again.
Everything comes loose because of that power, man.
I haven't driven yet, so I don't know what it's like, especially with 500 horsepower.
Yeah, we'll do it soon. We could use rolling anti-lag here again, but we'd have to cut the speedometer cable again.
Yeah, really?
To bring it down to 0, and then you just save it with this button. Do you remember how we did that? We can do it again. Yeah, that was the rolling bam.
No, because this was for KMS. This was that rolling lounge. Yeah, for the interruption.
So we can do that anyway.
This was the showstopper.
Look, that's how it should shift. That's what I meant.
Yeah, this is really great. You need to have it on Bluetooth, right?
Yeah, Bluetooth cables.
I'm very curious too. I used the Vario ring in between, of course.
Oh, we made those to measure ourselves.
To adjust it better.
You have to realize how good those cables are.
Yeah, a Vario ring from a moped, guys. For those unfamiliar, which is the smart way? I'll just cut through the cables.
Yeah, but then we can't check how stiff they are, right? If you cut through them?
Yeah, but what do you want to check? Let's just make this as easy as possible for us, right?
Okay, angle grinder.
Okay, you can start pulling, and
Yeah, I'll give it a pull. It'll be fine. Yeah, that's one. And now you want to cut through this? Yeah, so we've already wrapped it up, right? Oh, but even that tape has melted, guys.
Say, Don.
Even the tape has melted. Can you unwrap it?
but also look at how you have it.
What? So this is heat-resistant tape, guys.
Yeah, but yeah, that doesn't work either if it touches the downpipe, right?
No, okay. So we should have actually used that heat band. Oh, but I see it already. Look here. Yeah, it's just squeezing so hard.
No, that's really tough. That's no joke. Alright, let's compare the cables now.
Are they longer?
Yes, ours are definitely longer. I actually don't understand that either.
But that's better since we had a surplus, right?
Yes.
So far it seems to be good, man. Just a bit more oil in between.
Oh, but this is really smooth.
That's really smooth, right, this one?
But what's this on this side? Because this one...
Those go in the car. Should we pack a bit more, Don?
Yeah, packing is adding more. This is our drawer with all kinds of hoses, aluminum tape, heat-resistant tape.
What now? First wrap it, then use aluminum tape. Just double it, but that didn't work because it melts too. So what's the smart thing to do? Aluminum tape won't melt, I think. And then put those plates in between again, right? And then we're good, right?
Yeah, what else are you supposed to do then? Hey, if this isn't it, then I don't know either. But shouldn't we put something over this as well?
No need, I think. This one hasn't melted either, right? Do you see that?
The other one wasn't really wrapped around like this either, right? The other one was kind of pressed around it. Oh, kind of a half-baked job, you could say.
No, really not. I did it well. We just went over the options for how we're going to install this in the car, because we're really dealing with that big thing on the other side.
Yeah, so we've also heard that when you do a swap like this, like a K-swap in an EK, so you get a shift cable set and a cover plate with it, right? So then you basically cut a kind of mail slot in your firewall, and that's where the cables go through, very easy. And with a cover plate, so to speak. But yeah, we don't have that set. Previously, we simply drilled 2 holes in our firewall for the cables. So yeah, we'll just have to see if the holes are big enough. But yeah, there's a solution for everything.
With original cables, once again, the best choice, Honda.
Honda, dreaming of the power of dreams.
Yeah, something like that.
We don't dream of power anymore.
So one has to go through like this, and the other has to go through like that, right?
Yeah, let's see if that actually works the way you say. Switch cable 2.
Yeah. On the gearbox, just insert those 2 pins to secure it. Was it just screwed into the top position?
Yes.
Maybe we should adjust that later, exactly?
What do you want to adjust?
Is it in 4th gear now, or neutral? Do you understand what I mean?
What would you like to change about that?
So that when you put it in the middle, so that one in the middle, then the gear stick stands upright.
Smooth.
Yeah, oh man.
The other one was harder. I'm not sure if the 6 is there.
Did you do the bottom one?
I hit the dashboard with my hand.
Yeah, we've got a little issue, right? That if we shift it into 3rd gear now, ooh.
That's another issue too.
Yeah, we need to grab a little magnet down, because I can still use a magnet here to keep it from hitting the dashboard, because I think these cables are a bit different in length or in transmission. So it's touching the dashboard now. So we're going to lower it a bit. Just make sure not to get your hands in between. Oh, the lower you put it, the shorter the chips get, of course. That way it's really a short shifter. We definitely need more of those pins. I'm ready to shift already. Oh, this is great.
Now you don't have 3 to 2 or 4 to 2.
I might have liked one more chance.
It's just a matter of getting used to it, man.
Okay guys, I'll get straight to the point. Apparently, we have DC-5 diesel cables in the house. Yeah, I had no idea there was a difference. The seller didn't know either, so now we have to come up with a solution. The cables are a centimeter too short. Unfortunately, it's true. Just our luck. We had already installed the cable. But when you install it, it's already under tension like this. And that's obviously not ideal, because you want a tension-free installation so you can shift properly. So now we're about 1.5 centimeters too short. That's also the difference between diesel and gasoline cables. Problems exist to be solved. As you can hear, Daniel is working hard. We actually came up with a solution. Here is the solution. We're going to make an intermediate plate that will later connect our shifter box to the cable. However, we still need to tack weld this one. And once this is assembled, we can install the cable and shift like a beast. I'm curious how this turns out, otherwise we'll still need other cables. But anyway, we already have these cables at home now, so we think we can make it work. And if that's the case, then Daniel is the mastermind between the two of us, because he solved the problem. Is it going to work out, Dan?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's adjustable too. This is what you enjoy most, right? Making things.
Yeah, we don't have a choice.
Here we go. Time to weld.
Bob the Baker.
Bob the Baker?
Like this, clamped in the vise.
Great job. Hey, hot, 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 hot. Clean and spray it. Which color? Jelly or gold?
Pink.
Pink! Now we just need to secure that beautiful connector that Daniel made, and then we can test it. Is it secure, Dan?
It's secure.
Well, show me. Yeah, that's his reverse. Now you can really feel it shift into first and third, right?
Now you can clearly feel which gear it's in.
Look, Don. So at first, we had that it was always to the left. Also that cable with that AliExpress thing, right? And now you actually have to push it to the left. What a system. Because the rest of the play doesn't come from the cable.
Yeah, you could say that. I'd prefer something else for this. Maybe a nut if we have one.
He's excited. He grabs the keys and we're starting immediately.
Let's drive for a bit without a steering wheel.
Without a steering wheel, yeah, the steering wheel isn't the most important thing as long as it shifts well, right? Well, here we go. Cold start. Oh, I get happy every time it starts right away. It's unreal. 1. It works. 2, do it. 3, 4. 5, 6.
That's it. And we just stuffed heat shields everywhere, just whatever we could. Because yeah, we're not gonna let it happen again. It all gets so incredibly hot, so we stuffed a heat shield in here. From that side, from the back. So if you look through there, all you see is heat shield around the downpipe.
But check it out. Actually, we should install stainless steel grills now because our grills that are supposed to let the heat out just can't handle it.
Yeah, everything's melting.
Look here, it's just melted together, so we really have to do it now. I didn't expect it to get this warm, but we need to keep going with the project.
Imagine how much heat could come out of there, right?
Yeah, that's great. It's good the heat can escape again, but if it's plastic, it wears out. Let's test drive the car now. And I'm curious how it shifts. Let's go. I've got goosebumps. This is unreal.
Those flames just keep coming out